In our childhood, the Smurfs always appeared as symbols of friendship, equality, and joy, teaching us kindness, sharing, and love. But beneath their cheerful exterior, the truth was far more unsettling.
Ah, the apples! Smurf them over there, Hefty! Right, Papa Smurf! Everybody, this way!
I hate this way.
The Smurf village is not just a peaceful, idyllic home. It operates like a tightly controlled commune, resembling a strict communist cult with rigid rules and hierarchy.
Great Smurfs! It's frozen! Hey! Whoa!
Hefty, really? Papa Smurf said to hurry, and this is not the time for you to be taking a Smurf.
And it extends its influence beyond the village itself, slowly taking control of the forest and manipulating every creature to serve its interests. They are not merely harmless, playful creatures. They are intelligent, manipulative, and, in many ways, psychologically dangerous. If a child were to encounter them, they would first appear friendly, earning trust and affection, only to eventually enslave those who fall into their influence for the village's benefit. And in this way, they are far more threatening than ordinary predators like bears or wolves. Gargamel is the solitary figure attempting to resist this system, using his intellect and alchemical skills to oppose a cult that outnumbers him and has nearly complete control over the environment. Yet before we judge his repeated failures, it is essential to understand the complex and oppressive society that the Smurfs have built, because only then can we truly grasp why Gargamel's hatred for them is both understandable and justified.
Well, what have we here? Someone remembered my birthday after all. Let's see now. Who could it be from? Mummy? Godfather? Perhaps? Ah, I wonder...
Happy birthday, Gargamel! Happy birthday!
At first glance, the village seems like a place of harmony and absolute peace. But upon closer inspection, inconsistencies and troubling patterns emerge. For example, why do the Smurfs, who work tirelessly for the village, never receive proper rewards, recognition, or any tangible benefits for their efforts? Why is there no opportunity for promotion? And why are those with innovative ideas consistently ridiculed or accused of disturbing the social order? Brainy Smurf, who is naturally curious and constantly generates new ideas and solutions, is repeatedly mocked whenever he attempts to contribute something new or experiment with magic. Despite successfully solving problems and creating innovations that could benefit the entire village, he is punished rather than encouraged, and his achievements are ignored or deliberately undermined, ensuring that the hierarchical structure remains unchallenged.
Indeed.
My nerves can't take much more of this. Oof! Lazy Smurf! Go out in the forest and cut some logs, lots of logs, and move it! Why aren't these Smurfs easier to live with? They're driving me stark, raving Smurfy!
Similarly, Farmer Smurf works tirelessly on his small plot of land, yet his crops are often taken without permission and delivered to Chef Smurf, who prepares what are supposed to be elaborate meals for the village, though, in reality, the dishes are repetitive and mundane.
Somehow that wasn't what I had in mind.
Any delay or desire to rest results in immediate pressure and criticism from the other Smurfs, effectively forcing Farmer Smurf into a role of servitude with no personal reward. Handy Smurf, responsible for repairing the mushroom homes and maintaining basic village infrastructure, faces constant sabotage when attempting to implement new ideas or technologies, with Jokey Smurf using trick boxes and hidden traps to deliberately undermine projects, demonstrating how creativity and innovation are actively suppressed in the village. Meanwhile, less productive Smurfs, such as Greedy, Sleepy, and Vanity, are allowed to thrive without contributing meaningfully, protected by Papa Smurf, whose priority is maintaining control rather than rewarding merit. By taking resources from hard-working Smurfs and redistributing them to those who do little or nothing, the system ensures that the hierarchy remains intact and that dependence on the village's central authority persists. Papa Smurf himself is immune to these rules, moving freely and making unilateral decisions while the other Smurfs live under strict limitations, with every aspect of daily life, including work schedules, meals, and even leisure time, controlled by his authority.
Oh, so that's it. You, and you are elected. Now Smurf to it.
Yes, Papa Smurf.
Furthermore, the magical Smurf berries and Smurf essence, which he administers, act as substances that chemically alter the Smurf's brains, creating a form of induced euphoria that suppresses independent thought and enforces obedience, keeping them perpetually cheerful and compliant, while secretly enslaving them.
I hate Gagu.
The forest itself is not exempt from this manipulation. Papa Smurf uses his magical abilities to control wildlife, enforce obedience among enchanted creatures, and redesign the natural environment according to the village's needs, including the construction of dams to monopolize water sources, and the containment of predatory animals that could resist their influence. In this way, the Smurfs extend their authority beyond the village, consolidating power over both nature and its inhabitants. It is at this point that Gargamel emerges as an unexpected hero. Coming from the plains of Anatolia, he observed the expansion of the Smurfs and refused to allow their influence to dominate the forest. Losing much of his wealth and being ostracized by others because of the Smurfs' manipulations, he devoted all of his energy, intellect, and magical skills to opposing their communist-like cult. His companion Azrael, a cat who retains independent thought and loyalty, stands by him out of genuine affection, unlike other creatures who have been enslaved. Together they attempt to resist the Smurfs' domination and restore freedom to the forest, even though Gargamel's early motivations also included personal gain through alchemy, as he initially sought to catch the Smurfs and convert them into gold to enrich himself.
Papa Smurf, Gargamel's coming.
Over time, however, witnessing the devastation and oppression caused by the Smurfs transformed his goals, filling him with righteous anger and determination to stop their destructive influence. Gargamel's repeated confrontations with the Smurfs illustrate the extent of the village's manipulative power. He attempts various strategies, including creating new figures like Smurfette, to disrupt the village's social order, but each intervention is countered by Papa Smurf. Who uses his magical influence to manipulate individuals and maintain the oppressive system. Even animals like Poppy, a dog, are forcibly bound to obedience through magical means, and the forest birds are similarly subjected to chemical dependence and control. Despite all these obstacles, Gargamel continues to fight, maintaining his moral center and resisting the Smurfs' efforts to expand into human territories, ultimately acting as a shield between humanity and the destructive, controlling influence of the Smurf village.
It's enough to make me throw up.
Through all of this, it becomes clear that Gargamel is not inherently evil. He is a solitary defender against a system of dependency, oppression, and manipulation that threatens both the forest and potentially human society. The Smurfs' cheerful facade masks a society built on control, chemical manipulation, and suppression of innovation, while Gargamel, through persistence and ingenuity, acts as the last barrier to their unchallenged dominion. His struggle highlights the difference between apparent morality and the unseen consequences of control, showing that even characters traditionally cast as villains can be heroes when they oppose systems that enslave and manipulate others.
You may hear Gargamel's rage, and if you are good, you may just catch a glimpse of the Smurfs.